Are you losing sleep over the pending GST appeals or notices? Here is a great news. The amnesty scheme announced under Section 128 of the CGST Act provides an opportunity to put a full stop to such notices or appeals. While this scheme provides significant benefits, it comes with a lot of conditions which will take away some of those benefits. Stay tuned till the end to learn everything you need, including the procedure to claim benefit under the scheme.
I am Pradeep Reddy, a chartered accountant with over 10 years of experience in customs duty, VAT and GST. Over the years, I had the privilege of working with businesses of various sizes, helping them resolve their tax disputes, help them claim refunds and handle tricky situations like exemptions and classifications. Watch till the end of this video to get a free ebook on how to handle a customs classification dispute.
In this video, I'll explain the key benefits and drawbacks of the scheme, procedure for filing form SPL01 and SPL02, the deadlines for filing those forms. So please make sure you watch till the end. The government realized that a lot of small and medium businesses are struggling with GST notices for the initial years of GST, that is financial year 17-18 to financial year 19-20. And most of these notices are unfortunately frivolous. On the other hand, for the businesses, these unresolved disputes have become a growing concern due to the mounting interest liabilities in addition to tax and penalties, which questions the existence of a lot of businesses. For example, a small business has been issued with an order wherein the order demands a tax of 10 lakhs plus interest. As per the GST law, the interest rate is 18% per annum. If the business owner were to settle that issue today, he has to pay a tax of 10 lakhs and interest, which is almost equal to 10 lakhs. If the business owner opts for the amnesty scheme under Section 128, he can conclude the litigation by simply paying the 10 lakhs of tax. In a nutshell, the scheme offers for waiver of interest and penalties subject to payment of 100% of GST. What cases are covered under this scheme? Number 1, show cause notices issued under Section 73 and the orders are not passed yet. Number 2, appeals are filed against Section 73 orders but which are pending for disposal. Number 3, Section 74 cases which are redetermined under Section 73 by the appellate authority, meaning an order has been passed under Section 74 against which an appeal has been filed, basis which the appellate authority has held that this is not a fit case for Section 74, an order has to be passed under Section 73. So those cases are also eligible for this scheme. What are the cases which are not covered in the scheme? Number 1, the show cause notices are orders issued under Section 74 of the GST Act. Number 2, cases involving recovery of interest on account of erroneous grant of refund. Timelines for payment of tax. If you opt for the scheme, tax must be paid by 31st March 2025. And for those Section 74 cases which are redetermined under Section 73 by the appellate authority, tax has to be paid within 6 months from the date of appellate authority's order, wherein the case has been redetermined under Section 73 instead of Section 74. Procedure for claiming relief under the scheme. If you are opting for the scheme against a show cause notice, first, pay tax before 31st March 2025 through DRC 03. Even if you have paid tax before the scheme is announced, it will not impact your eligibility under the scheme. Once you have paid tax, file form SPL01 on the GST portal on or before 30th June 2025. If you are opting for the scheme with respect to an appeal, first, you should withdraw an appeal which has already been filed, because it is mandatory that we withdraw the appeal before opting for the scheme. Number 2, pay tax through electronic liability ledger. Number 3, if you have paid tax through form DRC 03 instead of paying through electronic liability ledger, then file form DRC 03A so that appropriate adjustments can be made in the GST portal from the back end. Number 4, file form SPL02 on or before 30th June 2025. Once you have filed form SPL01 or SPL02 under the scheme, there are 3 possible outcomes. Number 1, approval, in which case we receive an order in form SPL05. Number 2, rejection, in which case we will receive an order in form SPL07. Once our request is rejected, we have 2 options. One is file an appeal against such rejection. Number 2, request for reinstatement of an appeal which was filed earlier. Number 3, if no action is taken against SPL01 or SPL02, it is deemed that those forms are approved. Here are some of the important clarifications with respect to the applicability of the scheme. Number 1, if the interest has already been paid for financial year 17-18 to 19-20, such interest cannot be adjusted against the tax demands which are payable under the scheme. Number 2, if the dispute relates to interest or penalty only and tax has already been paid, still you are eligible for the scheme, or maybe still the scheme can be opted. Number 3, if the show cause notice or the order contains multiple issues, then we have to opt for the scheme for all the issues which are covered in the show cause notice or the order. We cannot opt for the scheme selectively. Drawbacks. While the scheme offers some reliefs, it has limitations as well. Number 1, it offers only a limited immunity. Even after opting for the scheme, the GST department can still demand additional tax for those periods which got concluded under the scheme. Number 2, no refunds if you have already paid interest or penalty, which means unfair treatment for compliance taxpayer. Number 3, once you have opted for the scheme, paid for the tax, all the proceedings under the GST law are deemed to be concluded and there is no option to file a further appeal. While the scheme offers some reliefs, it has a lot of drawbacks. Therefore, you can opt for the scheme only for those cases where there are no merits or low merits. If you find this video helpful, follow me for more such videos. See you in my next video.